Hello students, welcome to your Office Automation Lab. As we complete Word, Excel and PowerPoint, in this video class I will discuss about MS Access. MS Access is a database management system, and in this video class I will discuss about different component of MS Access and how to start MS Access and create table using it. Okay, so let's start. So MS Access is a database management system which launched by Microsoft. It is a part of Microsoft Office, and Microsoft Access is a database management system from Microsoft that combines the relation Microsoft Jet database engine with graphical user interface and software development tools. And in previous version of Access, the extension name is .mdb, but in Access 2007, the extension name is .sccdb. The early version of Access cannot read the sccdb extension, but Microsoft Access 2007 can read and change the earlier version of Access. And in Access, there are different components through which we can store the data and access it as required by the user. And there are 7 major components like table, relationship, query, form, report, macro and modules. So mainly the data stored in a tables. Okay. So we will discuss one by one all the components. First one is table. The table are the backbone and the storage container of data entered into the database. If the table are not set up correctly with the correct relationship, then the database may be slow or the database can give the wrong result or not react the way you expect. So it is advisable to enter the data correctly to the table and all the query form that are based on the table. Okay, and the access table are look like this. This is the example of access table. Then the next component is relationship. Relationship are the bond you build between the two tables. Means relationship is the connections between two tables. They join the table that have associated element. To do this, there is a field in each table which is linked to each other. Means to build a relationship, we have a common field in these tables. Okay, and they have the same value. And there are 3 type of relationship like one to one, one to many and many to many. Okay, so we can build relationship in MS Access, and to build the relationship the table must have a common field. Then next component is query. Query are the means of manipulating the data to display in a form or a report. Query can sort, calculate, group, filter, join tables and can update the data and delete the data. The power is immense. The Microsoft Access database query language is SQL, means MS Access use structured query language to build the query, and Microsoft Access write the SQL for the user after you tell it what you want in the design view of the queries window. Means through query we can display our data of any table in a specific or in a criteria based condition. Okay, and the next component is form. Form are the primary interface through which the user of the database enter data. Means through form the user can enter the data. The person who enter the data will interact with forms regularly. The programmer can set the form to show only the data required. Forms can be set up and developed to reflect the use they will be required for. Means through form we can enter data to the table. Okay. And the next component is a report. Report are usually manipulation of data you have entered into the database. Like form, they cannot be edited, report or intend to be used output data to another device or application. Means report can only print in printer, fax, etc. Okay. And the next component is macro. Actually, macro are an automatic way of access to carry out series of actions, series of tasks are recorded in macro and they run in access. Access give you a selection of actions that are carried out in a order you enter. Macro can open form, run queries, change value of field, run other macro, etc. And the next is modules. Modules are the basic of programming language that support Microsoft Access. The module window is where you can write and store Visual Basic application VBA. The advanced user of Access tend to use VBA instead of macro. Okay, so these are the different component like table, relationship, form, query, and mostly the data we stored in table form, and if the table has created correctly with its proper data types and with proper field, then we can create a good database. Okay, so there are different data type that is used in table. So let us discuss about different field and what are the data type available in MS Access. Every field in a table has a property and each property define the field characteristic and behavior. The most important property for a field is data type. Okay, and a field's data type determines what kind of data it can store, and MS Access support different types of data type. So let us discuss about different type of data type available in MS Access. The first one is short text, and the short text combine text and number, including number that do not require calculating, like phone number. Okay, and the size is up to 255 character. And long text means lengthy text combination of it is also combination of text and number, but the size is 63,999 character. Okay, then the number data type. In number data type we use numeric data, and it is up to 1, 2, 4 or 8 bytes. Okay, then the next data type is date and time. Date and time values from the year 100 to 9999. We can store different date and time. Okay, and currency means currency value are numeric data used in mathematical calculation involving data with 1 to 4 decimal places. Means currency allow the decimal places value. Okay, then the next is octo number. It is a sequential number that incremented by 1. Every time it is incremented by 1. And Microsoft Access automatically increment by 1 when a new record is added to the table. Then the next data type is yes and no. Yes and no value and field that contain only one of two value, yes or no or true or false, and on or off. This type of data can store with the use of yes and no data type. Okay, and there are some new data type like attachment. In attachment files such as digital photo, multiple files can be attached per record. Okay, and this data type is not available in earlier version of Access. Then next data type is OLE. OLE is object linking and embedding object, can store pictures, audio, video and other binary large object. Okay, and hyperlink data type can store text or combination of text and number stored as text and used as a hyperlink address. Means it stores the hyperlink address per record. Okay, these are some other data type. And lookup wizard, the lookup wizard entry in a data type column in the design view is not actually a data type. When you choose this entry, a wizard starts to help define either a complex or simple lookup field. And we can also use calculated data type. We can create an expression that use data from one or more field. You can designate a different result data type from the expression. These are some new data type we can use in MS Access. So let's check how to start MS Access and create table in MS Access. So to start MS Access, click on Access. Then it will open MS Access. Then in the first window, we select the blank database. Okay. Then specify the database name. Here the database name is database 4. Then click on create. Okay. So by default it will create a table 1. Okay. And we can click on design view. And in this design view we can specify the name, field name and its data type to create a table. Okay, and these are the data type we are discuss like short text, long text, number, large number. Okay, so in the next class we will create table query as specified in our assignment. So this is all about introduction to MS Access, and in next class I will do the assignment 1 of MS Access. Thank you.